Oh yeah, it's still official. This shit sucks. Let's go make some chips. Hi YouTube, welcome back to Rich Micro Tooling Technologies. Just in continuation of the job that I had made my pallet, is now we're going to do the 5-bolt circle pattern in that retaining washer. I have everything set up in the mill. I've already pre-indicated around. That's, if you watch my channel, most of the people that do are machinists or tool makers themselves, or people that are just hobbyists. But I already laid out the bolt circle all around. I just wanted to check my math. I didn't want to look like an idiot. No one does when they're doing videos. So I didn't use blue. I used green to go around, and I'll bring you over here. I used my dividers. You can see those. Just to go around and check to make sure that the 5 spaces were equal. So if you take 360 degrees, divide it by 5, come up with every 72 degrees, should be plugging in a hole. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to sort of run you through a little bit of a tutorial of using trigonometry and geometry to pick up your locations for your holes. Now I did an odd bolt pattern. I could have really have done anything I wanted, but just for a little bit of difference, 5, it's not a highly used number for bolt circles, so I just decided I'd pick that. Okay, so I'm going to spin you around, and I have a little bit of a pictorial on the other side. Great, I'm no teacher, guys. This is basic shop math. I am no mathematician. This is just my second job. Alright, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's see if we have you on. And we do. Okay. This is my pictorial for what the job is in back of us on the mill. I have 2 angles. I have angle 1, or I have, angle 1, angle 2. 1 and 2. So this is how I figured out my bolt circle. 72 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 72 degrees in between. So with your shop math, and I'll even show you what I used to do my shop math. You want to talk about a roached out book, chips, notes, look at the dirty pages, the dirty hands on it. You just go through. I mean, these are a wealth of knowledge. If you get a chance to pick one of these up, go for it. Whatever, a lot of tool companies will just take and offer these for free. Most people, you just get it in the shop. Salesmen will come by, they drop off 10 or 15 of them to you, and they distribute them to their tool makers. Good product. Okay, so now we have 2 triangles that we have to figure out. The first one is 18 degrees. 18 degrees is going to be in here. So there's our 18 degrees. So little b, which is going to be here. So we're looking for little b. You have the hypotenuse, which is 8.125 or 0.8125 times the cosine of big C, which is your 18 degrees. I wrote it down here, equal your B. You multiply that, 772, which I'm going to round up to 773, and that's going to be here. So that's your distance from the center line to out here. Now we need to get this distance from center line here to here, which is your little c. Again, known angles. Your big C and your little a, which is your hypotenuse. And if you do the math there, it's 0.8125 hypotenuse times the the sine of C you do the math, you multiply it, it'll come to 251. There's our 251 here. And it's the same with angle 2. Okay, so we know our given angle on 2, it's 36. 36 is up here, which is your big C. We know our little a and our big C. By knowing these two, you can acquire any of these. So your hypotenuse times your cosine of your C, which is your 36 degrees, is 657. So I'm going to leave it at that, which is here. So that's your distance from your center line. You're going to come out this way. Now we need to go from the center line to the bolt circle itself, and that's going to be your hypotenuse times the sine of C, which is your 36 degrees again, and it's going to give you 477. I'm going to round that up to 478, and that's going to be these two here. So I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see. I tried using colors to sort of point out what's going to happen. The hole itself is going to be drilled through at 261. Just clearance for quarter 20. So when we go over to the mill, because I think I explained in my last video, I went through that pallet, 55 holes drilled and tapped. I don't want to ruin this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spot each one of these. Then I'm going to take it over to the drill press and I'm just going to blast through them. So I'm just going to give them a nice little spot. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to spin you around. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cast around here and you're going to look and see where we're going to be. Okay, ready? There we go. Alright, that's where we're going to be. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in closer so you can see. Alright, so I'll see you in a little while. Okay, welcome back. Right now I am at 0 over our part. Our first hole is going to be the 812 to here. And let's just take, and we're going to take and just green these out a little bit. I know we're there. My math was solid. Okay. Now, just as a check, you can always take and you'd know that from the center line to your first location is going to be 812 thousandths. Take your diameter of this, divide it by 2, that'll put you on the center line. And, I'm sorry, center line divided by 2 will put you up to the edge of the part here. Then you'll be able to measure with your dial calipers or whatever from here up to where your hole is. And I did that ahead of time. Well, I can't find the piece of paper right now. So it's 391. 396 divided by 2 equals 198 minus your 812. It's going to be about 614 thousandths. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my dial calipers here. I'm going to do 614 thousandths. And I'm not going to be able to do it because, oh no, hold on. Okay, right around in there. Okay, so let's go our 812 thousandths off our center line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now remember, when I indicated it, I'm opposite. So I got to go past my number and come back to my 12. So right there. Now I'm just going to put a quick little hole in there like that. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's right at the end of my fingernail. And unfortunately, because of the mics being as long as they are, okay, so, well, there you go. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll just grab a line through it. I'm just going to trace that right along. Okay. Now you can see it. Okay, so now there's our first hole. Now remember, we don't want to go down into the pallet. At least I don't want to go down into the pallet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down and I'm going to kiss it. So there's one. Now this is where the fun starts. So I'm going to shut that off, and now we're going to come back to our 0. Now remember, in that direction we don't have any backlash. So I'm going to come up to 0, and that is 0 there. Past that, I want to take and I want to pick up and I want to do my 657. That'll bring us down in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, and 7. Okay, so now I'm not gonna touch that, but this is about where we're gonna be, because remember, we have to move off our center line in this direction, which is going to be our 478. So I went ahead and I already set a dial indicator up here, 2-inch travel, so I should be able to get my 400 on each side. So now with this, I have my table moving in this direction without backlash. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70, and 8. So now this should be here. We're just gonna give a little bit of a witness mark. You can see where I just did it right there. We're going to get our calipers again, and we're just going to sweep that around. So now we're going to come back to our 0. And now we're going to move back 478 the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70, and 8. And I'm just going to back it up. Although I have my indicator on it, I still want to take the backlash out of this machine. 78 is right there. Let's put our mark in it, see if we're on track with that one. There you go. There's a little line there, don't worry about it. I screwed up when I was going along on the arc. Okay? So now I want to come down and I'm going to spot that one. And then I'm going to go back and spot the other one too. Sorry. I forgot all about that one. Got carried away, I guess. It's just about a little kiss. we're going to come back our 477 or 478. There's our 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70, 8. Now when I come down on that, we should be right on the same mark. And I'm going to spot that. And as soon as we're done spotting this, I'm going to take you back up to the top and we're going to get the upper ones. Okay? So now we're going to come in and we're going to get these two over here. I sort of passed it along the way, but that's alright. We'll get it. Okay, let's go back to our 0. That's 0. No, that's 0. Okay, our 0, and for this one, we want 251. So, remember, we're coming this way. So, 100, 200, and 51. And off the center line here to here, we are going to want to be 773. So let's go back to 0. So let's go 773. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 770. 1, 2, and 3. And again, we're just going to do our witness mark. And I can see the one from the original as we're right on top of it. So there we are there. And we'll spot this one. I hope this worked out for you. I hope you were able to see. Not the best center drill in the world, sorry about that, folks, but use what you got, I guess. And now we're going to come back. We're going to sweep into this one here. Go back to our 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 8. Let's put our mark on that. Oh, hey there, hold there. What the hell happened? That's why we check. So let's go back to 0. There's 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 3. So what the hell happened? There we go. Okay. So I guess that was very good to see, because that put me where I'd counted before, so I never really went back to my 0. What was that, like 200 thousandths possibly that it could have been off, but that put us there. And now we're just going to sweep that through. And it's right on. We're just going to take and spot that. Probably a little oil on that probably wouldn't be a bad thing, huh? Okay, watch your ears. Okay, that's our 5-bolt circle pattern. And it appears like we are good. So I have just a pair of dividers. I probably should have done this before. We should be equal on everything. And these are falling right down into the center points. There you go. 5-bolt. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of here. I am going to take and bring it over to the drill press. I'll drill them out what I need. And I'll bring you back for the finished product. All right, well, thanks. Okay, well, welcome back, folks. Part is out of the mill. I did take and I did deburr it, drilled it, deburred it. And as I was actually in between the mill and the drill press, I received a phone call from the customer. It wasn't a 261. It wasn't for a 1/4-20. It was for a 1032. So luckily I hadn't drilled it out, and when I spotted it, I didn't spot it enough that I would have over drilled, you know, and had a really big countersink in it. So actually it worked out fine. So I drilled them out 201. I took and I deburred it, and this is the finished product. So I'll set it for delivery. I'll bring it over probably not today, because if you saw at the beginning of the video, yeah, we got a shit storm here in the northeast Buffalo area. So I got to go out and shovel and snow blow and plow, and we'll take care of that. And then I might run this over to the customer today. That, or else I'll just drop it off tomorrow on my way home from my daytime job. Okay, well, I just want to say thank you. I'm going to spin you around here. Give you a little shot of Roberta there. I don't know if you could see her. Let's take it and raise you up a little bit there. Yeah, you probably see her now. She's been with me a long time, man. A long time. Okay. Job done. Very small job. Overall, between the math, drilling the holes, you know, it cost me a little bit of time. But I wanted to show you how I did my shop math. It's always worked for me. I'm sure there's going to be other people that are going to comment and say, oh, well, you know, you went about it the wrong way, or this, that, or the other thing. But you know what? It works for me. And I'm so glad that I did it. And I'm so glad that I ended up making my pallet. That is going to come in handy in the shop. I should have done this before then. Nice addition to the shop. I would suggest doing it. Okay, so this is the final. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please drop a comment. I'd really like to know. If you look at my channel, you follow my channel, I have actually answered everyone back, and I intend to do that until the point where I can do it no longer. But it doesn't look like I got that many to really take and respond to. But for those that do, hey, you can make money at this, guys. All right, make some chips. Be happy. Peace out.